Ooh, hey, what's happening, everybody? All right, welcome to a Friday lunch chat. You like my hair? Oh, hello. I got my hair done this week, you guys. Did a little bit of yarn dreads, a la Madelinetosh. Thank you, Heidi. Kara, the bag maker, she has been begging me to start a video chat with my Tosh color samplers on my head for months. And what better time to do that than the day before the Tosh Mobile van is going to be here at the store? Be here at the store. Ooh. Thank you, Leigh. Thank you. But now I'm going to take it off because A, I can't hear anything with it on. And B, it's really, really heavy and warm. So that's my way of reminding everybody that the Tosh mobile van is going to be here tomorrow from 1, 2, 3 for your shopping pleasure. And Adam, the driver, is bringing all sorts of delicious goodness. One of a kinds, limited editions. I need to use this sunglasses as a headband. There we go. And it's going to be so much fun. And I know a lot of you are far away, and I'm sorry. But I think that we can manage some video chatting, FaceTiming thing and help you shop. So if you're interested in that, shoot us an email to customerservice@notanotherhat.com and we will do our very darndest best to make that happen. Julie and I will both be here tomorrow, and hopefully we can, work together using, we'll maybe try Facebook Messenger, or FaceTime or whatever. So that way everyone can get in on the Toshy fun and create their own Tosh wig. Look what I'm eating, guys. Candy corn. It's candy corn season. Hello. It's been ages and a year since I've talked to you guys. It's really only been like a week and a half, but it seems like a really long time. Sorry, I gotta work through that candy corn there. College drop-off went really well. We miss Campbell a lot, of course. I miss her here with me at work, but she's having a great time. We FaceTime a lot. It's all good. And then I'm sorry about Tuesday. So I don't know if you've heard, but they're like across the whole country, there's transportation issues with schools, like not enough bus drivers. And on the back east, I think they've even like brought in the National Guard to drive the buses. But anyway, here, what that is appearing as is no athletic transportation. So it's on the parents to get kids, to carpool kids to away games, or else they have to cancel the games. And so I had volunteered to do some driving, and that ended up kind of cutting into when I would do my Tuesday chat. So c'est la vie. It's the life of a student athlete, right? You got to step up and help when you're a parent. But I did show you guys some pictures instead of having a live chat of my my new Kris cardigan. So I brought it in here today to show you guys. All right, let's see. This, you guys have no idea how comfy and cozy this is. Here it is. And it feels so great. We forced a couple of people to try it on in the store yesterday. Laura and who was here? Oh my gosh, Kara. It was Kara. Laura and Kara, the bag maker. They both fell in love. This is the most flattering cardigan, you guys. You please take my word for it. That's me, Kara, Laura. We are 3 different body types. All 3 of us. We're all wearing the same size sweater. Looks beautiful, comfy, cozy, flattering on all of us. This is one of those things that's meant to be kind of oversized. And so there's just 2 sizes. I made the smaller of the 2, which is like a 45 or something like that. It's just like, yes, we forced them, Leigh. Well, you know how it is when you're like a little bit pushy and someone comes in and they're like, oh, that's cute. And you're like, no, but you have to put it on. And you just basically stand there and badger them until they're physically wearing the sweater. Can see for themselves. And that's what it takes, because that's what made Kara fall in love with it. And then Laura was just like right on her heels. And she tried it on. She's like, no, that size isn't gonna work for me. And then she's like, oh, it does. It's really great. So just if you need a refresher, that's the Kris cardigan in Lang Kris, which is the yummiest, squishiest yarn. It's a merino blend. Just really, really, really beautiful. Heathery colors, lots of depth, lots of colors to choose from. I just grabbed these two because I grabbed them really in a hurry. So, it takes 14 balls or 16 balls, depending on which size you're going to do. And, it's a European pattern, so there's some seaming. Don't be scared of seaming. It was a breeze to seam it together. But it's just, it's super traditional, which makes it really easy to make, right? It's a rectangle of a back, 2 rectangles of a front, 2 slightly shaped rectangles for sleeves, a couple squares for pockets. Dum, bang, boom. Size 15 needles. Seriously, 15. It went fast. Kim, yes, you must have missed the beginning. I'm assuming you missed my Tosh wig. Kim's asking if we're doing the Tosh truck for remote folks. And the answer is we're going to certainly try. And so please send an email to customerservice@notanotherhat.com if you would like to be contacted tomorrow afternoon by us to try and do either like a video messenger chat or a video FaceTime and pick stuff out from the tables that will be set up with the Tosh goodness. So yes, I'll reiterate too at the end. Yeah, okay. So today is the launch date of some really fun new stuff from Blue Sky Fibers, and it coincides with our chat. So I'm going to show you because it's so, 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 so fun. Okay, first of all, what's first? We'll do this first. Okay. First of all, we have the brand new, you guys remember Woolstock Light just came out, right? This is the fingering version of Woolstock. It's a single ply scrum diddlyumptious. And they have just released the Woolstock Light Big Bundle. Let me turn it around this way so you get the picture on the bag. Big bundle. Boom. So this is one each of all 14 colors of Woolstock Light in a big giant sweater sized project bag from Blue Sky. So these are on our website. And why might you need one skein each of each color? Let me show you. Okay. Here we go. Let me make myself little there. Okay. So this is some of the things you can do with that one skein. I mean, this big bundle, this gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Let me go back. How about this cozy business right here? The 14 color Woolstock Light wrap. Don't you want to just go stand in a snowy field and wrap yourself in this 14 color wrap? I do. And there's the 14 color cowl. Now, granted, obviously, some of these things you could do more than one of those projects with said 14 color bundle. So, it would go a long way. And what am I missing? Oh, and then also the adorable 14 color slouch hat. Fun, right? Who doesn't want to just grab a bag full of every single color of a yarn and just be like, okay, I'll take that. Thank you. Goodbye. All right. So that's one of the things that is launching today from Blue Sky Fibers. And the other are these adorable holiday bundles of Woolstock. So now we're talking Woolstock worsted. How cute are these? So this one's called Holiday Cheer with all the reds, greens, grays, creams, whites. And this one is called Holiday Frost with all of the blues, grays, aquas, creams, whites. And they've got patterns for these as well, as you can see. Oops, right over my shoulder here. Okay, so they released these last year and they were such a hit that they did them again and they released new patterns. So this is a new pattern. Isn't that adorable? We all should have this hat for Christmas, you guys. There's one, and these are free patterns. The ones for the holiday bundles, they're all free patterns, which is amazing, right? Look how beautiful the Holiday Frost hat is. Gorgeous. Called Winter Wonderland. Designed by Mary, who helps me all the time at Blue Sky. And then they have these little cute little Christmas ornaments, the mini mittens. Adorable. And then I kind of have to scroll, pardon the scroll. I got to search out last year's patterns because these are listed in, oh, there we go. So this is a scarf they released last year. So this would take one bigger skein of like the 150 gram skein of the frost with the minis here. And then they also released last year hats as little Christmas ornaments or garland. You could do all kinds of stuff with them. And then this beautiful hat too. So really, really fun, really cute. These are all on our website now. I'm sure they're not going to last very long, but I just love the holiday stuff. It makes me excited. The patterns don't come with the bundles, Pamela, but they're the holiday patterns are all free. So this I have links to where these patterns are on our product listing. So if you go look at the holiday, if you go look at these guys on our website, they're right there at the top of the new page. There's a link to the Blue Sky pattern page where you can find all of those. The holiday ones are all free. And then the patterns that use the 14 colors, I don't think those are free. I think those are paid downloads. Let me just like plop one open and look. That one is a paid pattern at $6. $3 for the 14 color wrap. Free for the 14 color cowl, so that's great. And free for the 14 color hat. So the big shawl, the 14 color shawl that I showed you, this one right here, that one is $6. The wrap is $3 and the other two are free. So really, really great. Yeah. Oh, make me big again to show the bundles. Okay, let me close that. And come on. There we go. So here's the holiday bundles. They're like little music makers. So fun. Remember, this is Woolstock worsted. So I showed you those guys, Woolstock worsted, the big bundle, Woolstock light. All around fun from Blue Sky Fibers. Okay. Should we do a giveaway, you guys? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is another prize sponsor from the Have a Ball Fall Crawl. This is from Knitting Fever Yarns, which is a distributor of all kinds of goodness, in particular, Noro. So we have here one of these giant skeins. And the tag is just so I can't see it. Where do I get into this bag here? I didn't want to have to, oh, there we go. Okay. Look at how big and beautiful this skein is. Oh. Start making your comments in the comment section if you have yet to comment. If you've already commented, you're going to be entered. I'm going to scroll through and randomly choose. This is the most beautiful rainbow color ever. So this yarn right here is Ito, which is a classic Noro. It's a big, huge 200 gram skein with 440 yards. Worsted weight. Worsted weight, 100% wool. So that is gorgeous. And then it looks like they've got this... you get this cowl pattern as well. Thank you, Knitting Fever, for donating this great prize. So I'm going to just give a second here for people to keep commenting. And then I'm going to do a big random scroll and let the little scroll on my mouse roll freely. And I'll choose a winner. So I see all these comments. It is a big skein, Jen. Yeah. I love it. Noro's started doing a lot of these 200 gram skeins. And I think that's really fun because it's just, fewer ends to weave in, right? Okay, I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to scroll. Okay, I want to see where my mouse pointer is right this second. It's on the other monitor. Hold on. I got off course. There we go. It is on Kim Pellissier's name. Kim Pellissier. What? Woohoo, lady. Congratulations, Miss Kim. You are the winner of our giant Noro skein and this beautiful cowl pattern. You don't need to send me your address. I have your address and we'll get this shipped off to you. Congratulations. And I just wanted to let you guys know as well that I just, right before the live chat, I did the random number generator on the Facebook post where we had a prize going from earlier this week. And Brenna Levine Peronsky was our winner there. And I contacted her and let her know that she was the winner. So thank you so much, Brenna. So happy to have you participating in our prize drawing there. We still have more prizes, you guys, so you got to keep tuning in. We will be making more posts and doing more live giveaways because we still have a couple more. So do not miss out. All right. Last big announcement. I have a knit along coming up. And it's not just my knit along, it is with Miss Ingrid. Woo! And this is how I'm going to finish my Nile sweater, you guys. Okay, so allow me to. That's interesting. It put me up in the other corner. What? Yes, Kim, you're the prize winner. Congratulations. Okay, so here's Ingrid wearing her gorgeous Nile sweater. And this is a DK sweater. And we're going to start this along at the end of October, give everyone plenty of time to get their yarn. And let me just go here. We've got a couple pictures to show you. So it's got a really beautiful front detail section here. And then let's see here. Look at that back. Isn't this beautiful? So pretty. So this is going to be a knit along you guys really want to get in on. And Ingrid is going to be leading the charge. There's a picture of hers blocking. So you can see that we've got stockinette in the fronts and the sleeves, and then that front panel, which is knitted in as you go. And then that beautiful back. Oh, here's another picture, a little closer picture of Ingrid wearing it with her wool and dress. And let's get back to that back shot. So nice little kind of ribbed detail here in the upper shoulder. And then that same stitch pattern from the fronts runs down the center back. So it's so flattering. Ingrid came in wearing this, I think it was last fall or something. And with her woolen dress. And I immediately was like, what is that? And I've looked at this pattern before, but it never caught my eye like it did until I saw it on Ingrid. And I'm sure some of you remember because I was like talking about how I was going to make this sweater. And I picked out Tosh Farm Twist, which is their DK. And I got started. I'm somewhere in the upper, I'm like here. It's top down. So I'm somewhere in like this realm. Didn't get too far. Let's just put it that way. So this is going to be perfect. We had a lot of people asking if we could do this as a knit along back when I started it. And I just figured, that it would be a great thing for Ingrid to help us all do because she's knitted. She's an extremely talented knitting teacher, and so she's going to be the perfect facilitator. So just to be clear, this is not a class. We're not going to be teaching you any new techniques, but we are going to be helping you get through the sweater, and we'll all be going through it together. So the plan right now is that we'll meet just like we did back when we had our spring knit along with the azalea sweater. We're going to meet Friday afternoons after our live chat for an hour on a Zoom, and they will be recorded. So if you can't make that time, don't worry, we'll be sending the replays out, where we can share progress, talk about any hiccups along the way, talk about any big upcoming steps in the sweater, etc., etc. So we'll be offering a 10% off coupon to people who are buying DK weight yarn for the sweater. All of this is going to come out next week. I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek since you're here right now with me. Nydia, I did see your question about what yarn Ingrid used. Let me go back to her Ravelry page. She used So Happy Jane, which we don't happen to have. But for our knit along, we'll be sending you a list of all the beautiful yarns we do have. We've got some Farmer's Daughter. We've got Tosh Farm Twist. We've got Scout. We've got the Universal Tweed. We've got the Stumptown DK from Polka Dot Sheep, which is amazing. We've got the Tosh Wool Cotton, Wool Pop from Universal. We've got and we just got a massive restock of the Ultra Wool DK, which is a regular old yarn that is absolutely gorgeous to work with. The knit along, thank you, Nydia. She asked how long the knit along will run. It'll run 4 weeks in a row. So starting at the end of October, kind of up through right before Thanksgiving. So mostly just to cover the major like increments in the sweater, in the growth of the sweater. And being that it's top down, once you've got through basically you're divided for the sleeves, everything else is in groove after that point. You've established your front pattern, you've established your back pattern, etc. So it's really getting through all of the steps to get down past the sleeve divide. That's where people tend to get hung up on new patterns, new stitch patterns, things like that. So that's the plan. Just watch your inbox for all of that info in next week's newsletter, and there'll be a link to sign up. When you sign up, you'll get your coupon code to shop, 10% off. So, oh, thank you, Julia, for this note. Let's show that. It's going to cover up a bit here. Oh, it doesn't show the whole note. Okay, so basically, Julia pointed out in the comments, if you want to look, it says in Ravelry, the pattern says that sport weight yarn, but it's got a note that says this is not your typical sport weight yarn. If you're substituting, please choose a yarn that gives you the correct gauge with a fabric that's not too loose. And the correct gauge on this sweater is 5 stitches to the inch. And so that's going to be a DK. So just FYI. So that's why we will be recommending DK weight yarns. There are some actual worsteds we have that also are really good at 5 stitches to the inch that we'll be recommending as well. Rios is great at 5 stitches to the inch. Woolstock is great at 5 stitches to the inch. So that's that. Woo! I just threw a whole bunch of information at you guys. You hanging in there? Excellent. I can't think of anything else. Oh, I can tell you a few things. Kara brought in a whole bunch of new bags yesterday, and I'm getting them added. But look, there's 2 new needle cases, and they're beautiful. These will be on the website shortly. How pretty are these? Look at the inside. Let me just show you really quick. They got the back zipper. Oops, upside down. All those great pockets. So pretty. Let's look at the inside of this one real quick, real quick. Yellow. So gorgeous. And I have a whole slew of bags at my feet that I am entering right now. And guess what else she brought in? We haven't seen these in a long while. Monkey boxes. Some of you might not even remember what these are or have seen these before. Monkey boxes are little tool boxes. They're stiff. Like she makes them nice and stiff and lined. So they've got pockets around the exterior. Like these little narrow pockets are perfect for like a crochet hook or finishing needles. I took my little scissors right in one of them and I have it kind of angled at me this way. And then inside pockets all around as well. And then that interior open area. They're just the perfect thing to sit next to your knitting chair and organize your doodads. And then there's one in this beautiful gold kitty fabric. So these will also be on the website shortly. I'm not going to give myself a time deadline. It takes a long time to get all of this stuff photoed, and since they're all one of a kind, they all need to have their own listing, etc. Okay. Whew. That was a lot. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. I hope Mary's got a monkey box. She knows what we're talking about. I know I have 3 of them now. I have one by my bedstand, one by my chair in the TV room, and one in the downstairs living room. So, and of course I filled them all up with my notions, my required notions, a tape measure and scissors and finishing needles and highlighter tape and a crochet hook and Post-it notes, markers, obviously, all those required things, right? They're perfect. To the monkey. Do the monkeys go in head first or foot first? Kim's just wondering. Kim, you shove that monkey in there any way you can. I don't think you're going to be able to just decide one way or the other. It's just going to be however that monkey goes in. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and full of yarny goodness. And I will see you next week. Toodaloo.